All right. A very good morning, good afternoon, crypto ambassadors, wherever you are across the world. My name is Sembacha Chris from Uganda. I'm one of the leaders that you're working with in this opportunity of cryptocurrency trading using an artificial intelligence or using a robot called the RailQ. So today is a Monday, and Monday we always have signals and presets. Signals and presets. How do you put in signals? How do you put in signals? So sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay. The meeting was supposed to happen at exactly 10, but due to some unbearable conditions, we could not start at that very moment. So sorry for the delay, but we shall catch up. So today I'm going to talk about the spot trading. I'm going to talk about spot trading. Today I'll talk about spot trading. So people have come into my inbox telling me, leader, what about us who are trading spot? You have ignored us. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to do, please. So what about us who are trading spot? You are only talking about futures trading. So some of us we fear futures. We fear being liquidated. That's why we are not trading futures. So now I said, um, if that is it, because we are here to serve you, we are here to make sure that everyone makes money in the business, and that is our main role here. So I had the cry, I had the suggestion from the people, and then I said, why not? Why not? Why don't I talk about why don't I talk about uh, 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 um, why don't I talk about the spot trading today and the spot signals? You always see we send different signals in the group. We send signals of spot and we also send signals of futures. So meaning that we have given you options. Those ones who are trading futures, you can trade futures, and those ones who are trading spot, you can trade spot. So we have always given you options to choose on. We have always given you options to choose on. So today I'm going to talk about the spot trading, and this is how spot signals look like. This is how spot signals look like. I don't know if you will be able to get for you one of the signals and give you a live example of how spot signals look like. So this is what we call, let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. No, 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 no. I'm sharing. This is screen share. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Sorry. I have some flu, but I will be okay. Okay. So this is how spot signals look like. This is how the spot signals look like, and you are given what we call take a profit. Take a profit. TP means whole position take a profit ratio, and we have preset price. Preset, it is the entry price. It is a trigger price. It is a price you want your robot to start buying this coin. It is that price that you want your robot to start buying this coin. Then we have what we call take profit callback. Take profit callback. So take profit callback means, this is what it means. It means that you are commanding the robot that when the market goes up by 3%, when it goes up by 3%, and it tries to retrace down by 0.01, you are commanding your robot to sell. And what is 0.01? 0.01 is your take a profit callback. Then we have a drop of 15%. Drop of 15%. It is a drop of 15%. This means that even when this coin drops by 15%, you will still be safe in the market. So today we are going to talk about the super start small and win big strategy, because according to the condition of the market, according to how the market is not bad, as we all know. The spot market is doing good, and also the futures market is also okay. So in this occasion, you can use the super start small and win big strategy when it comes to trading spot. When it comes to spot trading. So please, today I'm talking about spot trading. I'm not talking about the futures trading. I'm not talking about the futures trading. I am talking about spot trading, the spot traders. So it is very okay to use the super start small and win big strategy. However, the super start small and win big strategy, it starts from people using $100. If you are using $100 and above, $100 and above, you are going to use the super start small and win big strategy. You will use the super start small and win big strategy when it comes to trading spot. Now, another thing that I want to clarify is those ones who are using $100, you will trade one coin. $200, you will trade one coin. 200 $300, you trade one coin. $400, you are going to trade one coin. $500, one coin. $600, one coin. $800, one coin. $900, one coin per a time. So don't overtrade. Overtrade is shown in two aspects. It is shown when a person trades so many coins, and it is also shown in a person trading a coin very many times. Hey, so over trading is shown in two ways. It is shown in a person trading very many coins. That's when you are trading more than one coin. And at the same time, it is shown in when someone is trading that same coin so many times. That is over trading. That is over trading, because it may retrace down and then you go into floating loss. That's when you are trading futures for you go into floating loss for a longer period of time. Now, what should you consider? What should you consider when it comes to trading using the super start small and win big strategy? One, you are going to be trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. You are going to be trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Real-time settlement. You trade under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. At the same time, the AI margin call has to be off. AI margin call has to be off. AI margin call has to be off. So I'm talking about spot trading today. AI margin call has to be off. And then again, the strategy has two first buy-in amounts. It has two first buy-in amounts. However, today we are going to try to see how we can set it, and then we don't have the two first buy-in amounts. We only have one, and then we do it in the multiple buy-in in ratio. So you are going to use 15% of your trading capital as your initial first buy-in amount. You will use 15% of your capital as your initial first buy-in amount. Now we are going into calculation. So if I'm using $100, that is my capital, I'm going to trade one coin. I will trade one coin and I use 15% of it, which is 15 divided by 100 times $100, which is my capital. So 15 divided by 100, what do you get? It is 15 divided by 100, that is 0.15 times $100. And here we get $15. So $15 will become your initial first buying amount. $15 will become your initial first buying amount. That means if I am going to trade this coin, I will first invest $15 in it. Then what is the remaining balance for margin calls? What is the remaining balance for margin calls? So the remaining balance for margin calls, it is going to be 100 minus 100 minus 15 $15. The $15, it is the initial first buying amount that has gone in the market. Then here we shall remain with the $85. So 85 divided by 5. 5 is your second, it is your second first buying amount. 5 is your second first buying amount. So 85 divided, it will give me 17. So 17 becomes the number of margin calls. 17 becomes the number of margin calls. 17 becomes the number of margin calls. So this strategy, it is for people using $100. You are going to trade one coin, you will trade one coin, and you are going to use 50% of it as your initial first buying amount. When they say 15%, they are meaning 15 divided by 100 times your capital of $100. Times your capital of $100. So 15 divided by 100, this gives you 0.15, then times your capital of $100. So 0.15 times 100, it gives you 15. So $15 will become your initial first buying amount. $15 will become your initial first buying amount. So what is the remaining balance now for margin calls? The remaining balance for margin calls now, it is $100, which was your capital, minus $15, which is your initial first buy in amount. So here we shall remain with the $85. So when we get 85 divided by 5, 5 is your second, it is your second first buying amount. 5 is your second first buying amount. So 85 divided by 5, it gives you 17. So 17 becomes the number of margin calls. 17 becomes the number of margin calls. Now, how do you set this in your RoyalQ application? How do you set this in your RoyalQ application? How do you set this in your RoyalQ application? That's what we are going to look at now. That's what we are going to look at. 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 How do you set that in your RoyalQ application? How do you set that in your RoyalQ application? How do I set that within our RoyalQ application? How do I set that within your RoyalQ application? As a V5 and experienced trader, what is the implication of overtrading as a beginner? Overtrading is not good. Trading very many coins does not mean that you are going to make a lot of profit. Okay, so how do you set this within your RoyalQ application? All right, open your RoyalQ. Open your RoyalQ. When you open your RoyalQ, come and you click on this word mine. Click on mine. Click on mine. So after clicking on mine, come on this word called my strategy settings here. My strategy settings, click on it. So if you have not saved any strategy, here you are going to find the word add it now. You will find the word add it now. You will find the word here, add it now. Or if you have saved some strategies like me, you are going to click on this plus button. You click on that plus button. So when you click on the plus button, Royal Q will take you to this page. Royal Q will bring you to this page. Sorry, let me get my pointer. Royal Q will bring you to this page. It will bring you to this page. So when it brings you to this page, we have this word here, remark. Remark meaning, it means that you want to name the strategy. So the strategy name is the super start small and win big strategy. The strategy is for $100. It is for $100. Then you can add on good market condition. You can add on that word, good market condition, to remind you. So don't use this strategy when the market is not good. When the market is not good, don't use the strategy. Because why when the market is not good you don't use the strategy? It is because the strategy, one, emphasizes on putting more money in the market for you to get a lot of profit. But when it comes to bad market, when the market is not good, what we emphasize is someone putting little money in the market and then you open up more margin calls for safety. But right now, according to the condition of the market, according to the way you are seeing the market, the spot market and the futures market, the market is good. So it is very okay for someone to use this strategy for trading. Those ones who are trading spot, I'm talking about those who are trading spot. So today I'm not talking about futures. I'm talking about spot, because people have come into my inbox. Leader, you have ignored us who are trading spot, and you are more in futures. Yet we fear some people fear futures. So come here. This is what we call a first buy in amount. First buy in amount, it means the initial money. You are commanding your robot to go with in the market. So according to the strategy, we said that if you are trading using $100, you are going to trade one coin and you are going to use 15% of $100 as your initial first buying amount. What is 15%? 15%, it is 15 divided by 100 times $100, which is your capital. So 15 divided by 100 is 0.15 times $100, which is your capital. And here we get $15. So $15 becomes your initial. It is your initial first buying amount. That is the first buying amount you are going to be starting with. So here on the first buying amount, we shall put 15. We shall put 15 here. Then we come here on margin call limit. Margin call limit means the number of times the market will drop. It means the number of times the market will drop. That is what we call margin call limit, the number of times. Now, according to our strategy, the super start small and win big strategy, we are having a capital of $100, and I said trade one coin. Then I said we are going to use 15% of that, which is 0.15 times $100, and this gives us $15 as our initial first buying amount. So what is the remaining balance? The remaining balance is $100 minus $15, which is our initial first buying amount. And here we are getting 85. 100 minus 15, you get 85. Divide this by 5. Divide that by what? By 5. 5 is your second, it is your second first buying amount. So when you divide 85 divided by 5, it gives you 17. 17 becomes the number of margin calls. 17 becomes the number of margin calls, or 17 becomes what we call margin call limit. It becomes what we call margin call limit. Now, my question is, what is the number of margin calls? 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 I want to see people who are following. See? Someone is telling me 5. You see? Someone is telling me 5, even after explaining. You see? Before you comment, before you comment, and what will help you to make money in this business, it is the ability to follow up and understand what you do. It is the ability to follow up and you understand what to do. So your mind should be flexible. Your mind should be flexible. Flexible in which way? I have been teaching sport. I have been teaching futures. Now time has passed. So I am now coming back to sport to help those ones who are trading sport also to benefit in the bull run that we are in. I can say officially in the bull run that we are in. So I don't want to leave anyone behind when it comes to making money. Why didn't we divide it by 5? No. By 15? No. You get it? So I will show you what it does. Then this is 17 here. 17. Come here on whole position, take a profit ratio. Put here 3.01. Now, those ones who have been stuck in futures, today I'm teaching sport. Today I'm teaching what? Sport. Strategies for sport trading. In futures, we have been putting here 1.01. But in sport, it is different. In sport, it is different because most of the signals that you receive when it comes to sport trading, this is how they are. Those ones who have attended late, these are sport signals. These are called sport signals. Sport signals. So they have a take a profit of 3%. So when it comes to saving the strategy, here we shall save 3.01. Then come here on whole position take a profit callback, put in 0.01. What does it mean? It means that you are commanding the robot when the market goes up by 3.01 and it comes back a little bit down by 0.01, please sell. That's what you are telling the robot. That's why it is called whole position take a profit callback. And in this case, you may not get exactly 3%. People who are trading spot, in this case, you may not get exactly 3%. So it will be 3.01% minus 0.01, and you end up getting 2.9 something. So that is it. Then come here on buying callback. Also put for me 0.01. 0.01. Then here on sub position, take a profit callback. Put for me 0.01. Now, since you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, since you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement, and you are having 17 margin calls, you are having 17 margin calls. The first four margin calls are going to be sold all together at a take profit of 3.01. The last margin call, the fifth, the sixth call, seventh call, eighth, ninth, and 10th call, these ones are going to be sold independent. They will be sold independent. They will be sold independent because you are trading under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. And what is their take profit ratio? Those margin, what is their take profit ratio? You come and you click here, you check. They have a take profit of 1.3%. They have a take profit of 1.3%. The fifth call, eighth call, then we have we have the 9th call, 10th call, 11th call, the 13th call. They have a different take profit of 1.3%. So you click on confirm. Then come here on this word cycle, you click on it, it changes to one shot. So after that, you come here, you click on margin configuration, click on margin configuration. When it comes to margin configuration, this side here of multiple buy in ratio, make it uniform. One time, 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 up to down. Then when it comes to this side of margin call drop, here you put 0.2, here 0.3, here 0.4, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, up to down. This is 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, again 0.5. So why are we using these percentages? You only use these percentages when the market is good, because when the market is good, it doesn't drop so much. When the market is good, it doesn't drop so much. Whenever the market is good, it doesn't drop so much. So that's why we are using small drop percentages so that the robot can buy them easier. So that the robot can buy them easier when the market drops a little bit. When the market drops a little bit. But when the market is not good, you use conservative risky type. Okay. So you come here 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 again. So here you are commanding the robot. When the market drops by 0.2, I want you to buy one time. Then here you are commanding the robot that when the market drops by 0.3, I also want you to buy one time. But remember, this one time is multiple. It is multiple buy in ratio. The robot multiplies as it buys. It multiplies as it buys. What does it multiply? It will multiply your first buy in amount. Remember, the strategy has two. It has two first buy in amounts. Those ones who were with me at first, I told you the strategy has two first buy in amounts. It has what we call the initial first buy in amount, and then it has the second the second first buy-in amount. And I said, how do we calculate the initial first buy-in amount? It is $100 trade one coin, which is 15%. 15 divided by 100, which is 0.15 times $100, and here we get $15. So $15 will become our initial FBA. Initial FBA, initial first buying amount. That's why here we have put 15. Then what is the remaining balance for margin calls? The remaining balance is $100, which was your capital, minus 15, the initial first buying amount. And here we shall remain with the $85. Now, it is the $85 that we shall allocate for margin calls. That's why we divide it by 5. We divide it by what? By 5. 5 becomes our second first buying amount. After the robot buying this coin using $15, we shall change from 15 and we put 5. And we put 5. So when you divide 85 divided by 5, you are getting 17. You get 17. You get 17. Therefore, 17 becomes your number of margin calls. It becomes the number of margin calls. So here, after the robot buying the coin using $15, we shall change from 15 to 5 so that the robot can buy the 17 margin calls using $5, that whenever the market drops at 0.2, the robot will buy one time, which is 1 times 5. It is 1 times 5. And here, the same thing, 1 times 5, 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 1 times 5. So the robot is buying 17 times, which is 17 times 5. Then it gives you $85, which we have allocated for margin calls. Then 85 plus 15, which is your initial money that went in the market at first, then this gives you a total of $100, which was our capital. So the reason as why we are changing from 15 to $5, we want the robot to buy 17 times. Whenever the market is dropping, the robot will buy 17 times. Because I said margin call, these are the times the market will drop. So if the market drops 17 times, the robot will be putting in $5. That's why here we have put 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Because we said multiple means multiplication. The robot multiplies the number you have put here times your second first buy-in amount of $5 times your second first buy-in amount of $5. So if the robot is buying 17 times, these are 17 times. Each time the robot is buying, this is whenever the market drops by 0.5, the robot is buying one time, which is 1 times 5. 1 times 5 equals to 5. Again here, 1 times 5 equals to 5, meaning that the robot is buying 17 times, but each time the robot will buy, whenever the market drops at a certain percentage, the robot will be putting in $5, which is 17 times 5. Because each time the robot is buying is putting in $5. So this one gives us $85, which was our remaining money for margin calls. So 85 plus 15. What is 15? 15 is the first money that went in the market. And here we get $100, which is our capital. And here we get $100, which is our capital. So the strategy is for $100. After that, you come and you click on save. Save the strategy. The strategy is already saved in my phone. It's already saved. Here you put 15. 15 is the first money. It is done. It is saved now. If you have understood, give me a 1. Give me one in the chat. Give me one in the chat if you have understood. Give me one in the chat if you have understood. Give me one in the chat if you have understood. Okay. Give me one in the chat if you have understood. I did not know how you get 5. If you didn't know, just use it as it is. Just use the strategy as it is. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing so many. Now, this is the strategy. This is the signal that we are given. This is the signal that we are given. And what we should consider in the signal, if you have saved your strategy, like how I have saved my strategy, what you should consider, you should get the name of the coin and then the preset price. This is not important and this is not important. Plus this is not important. If you have saved your strategy like I have saved it, if you have saved your strategy like I have saved it, you don't need this. This is not needed. This is not needed. And this is not needed. What we need from the signal, it is what we call the preset price and the name of the coin. And the name of the what? And the name of the coin. So here, the name of the coin is called FIDA. Come and open your RoyalQ. Open your RoyalQ. Make sure that you are in a spot market here. Make sure that you are in a spot. Then if you are in a spot, then come and you click on this search bar. Click on the search bar. So after clicking on the search bar, then come and you click on that word all. There is a word all. You click on it. Again, you come and you click on search. You come and you click on search. The name is called FIDA. FIDA is the coin. It is here. It is the coin. RoyalQ will bring it for you. RoyalQ will bring it for you. You click on it, then click on I understand. Come down here and you click on create. Click on create. Then you click on create again down there. So this one, you click on I understand. Click on I understand. So after that, come to trade setting. Come to trade setting. So when you come to trade setting, you'll see here a template, my template, saying choose a strategy setting. It is saying choose a strategy setting. Make sure you are at manually create here up. Manually create. So the strategy is saying choose a strategy setting. When you click on that word, choose a strategy setting. When you click on that word, choose a strategy setting, RoyalQ is going to take you to the other page where you saved your strategy. Are you seeing? I have clicked on it. Are you seeing that RoyalQ now, it has taken me to this page where I have saved my strategy? Then click on this strategy. Click on the strategy anywhere that you feel like. Click on the strategy. So the name of the strategy will appear here. It will appear. That means these ones are already in. These ones are already in. Are you seeing? These ones are already in. Like we have saved them. They are already in. Now, what are you going to change? Change here. First buy in amount to $15. Change it to 15. Then you will come here. You put it under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. You come here, you put it under sub-bin mode real-time settlement. After that, make sure the AI margin call is off. Then after that, you come and you click on save. You come and you click on save, then you click on confirm. You click on confirm. So after clicking on confirm, we have this word here. Initial first buy, initial buy in price. We have that word called initial buy in price. Initial buy in price, it is the same thing here. It is what we call preset. So preset is 0.1174. It is 0.1174. You come and you click on that word. You come and you click on this word here. Initial buy in price. You click on it. Then you come and you put in the price 0.1174. That is the price. After that, you come and you click on confirm. Click on confirm. After clicking on confirm, then you come and you click on activate. Click on activate. You see, now the robot has bought. It has bought the coin. If it buys the coin, immediately the $15 will enter the coin. Come back to trade setting. Change from $15 to $5. Then you come and you click on save. You click on save down and you confirm. You do it immediately. So meaning that here, the robot has now bought the coin using $15. Are you seeing? It has bought one margin call. It has bought one margin call right now. And the money has increased to $21. Meaning that at first the robot has put in $15. When the market has gone down, it has bought one margin call, meaning that it has added in $5, making a total of $20 are which are in this coin right now. That's what it means. So immediately after the robot buying, using the first buying amount of $15, come back to trade setting here. Come back to trade setting here. Change from 15 to 5. Because if I left this one to be 15, the robot would be buying using $15 each time each time the market drops. It will be buying using $15. But we don't want it to buy using $15 because it is out of our strategy. So that's why we change from 15 to 5 after the robot buying. Then each time the market will drop the 17 times, the robot will be putting in $5, and it is buying 17 times, which is 7 times 5, and this is $85 for margin calls. Are we together? So each time the robot buys, each time the robot buys, each time the robot buys when the market drops at these percentages, this money is added to the first money that went in the market. So the robot bought using $15 at first, and the market has dropped by 0.2. The robot has added in another $5. The $5 will be added to the first 15 to make it 20. If it drops again and the robot buys, it will add in another $5. So the $5 will be added to the $20 that went in the market at first, and then total money invested will become $25. The same thing here. If the market drops again, the robot will add in another $5. So the $5 will be added to the first $25 that went in the market, and the total money invested in the coin, it will become $30. It will become $30. So if the market stops to drop from here, the robot will give you a profit of 3% of $30 that went in the market. 3% of $30 that went in the market. Remember, the money we make does not depend on our capital. It depends on how much money that has gone in the market. So now I can sell in profit. I can sell it in profit. Chap, I move away from the market. Now I understood how to change. Okay, if you have understood now how to change, that is how you can do it. Save the strategy, apply the strategy in a coin that you want to trade, then it is okay. Someone is asking me how do I change from whole position? Okay, that one you have got it. Okay, if you have got the point, give me a two. Give me a two. Give me a two. Give me a two if you have understood how you can set the spot signals. Spot signals. This time we have been teaching you futures, forgetting about spot. Yet we have two categories of people. We have spot traders. At the same time, we have future traders. But people who are trading futures, me what they tell me, they are telling me that they will not come back to spot. They tell me that they will not come back to spot. That there is a lot of money in futures. I don't know why people are running away from spot market and coming back to future and going to futures. Hmm? Okay, let me see. Do you leave the AI margin call button? I said switch it off. I said switch it off. Switch off the AI margin call. Switch off the AI margin call. Switch off the AI margin call. How do I put that word of first buying amount? That word. It is there in your royal queue. Do you need to put it there? For what? It is there. Even me, I will not come back to spot. Okay. How do you sell the coin manually in spot? In spot, how do you sell the coin manually? Someone is asking. I sold it already. I sold it already. But in spot, you'll see this word here. You'll see a word sell. See, I cannot sell because there is no, this coin is not trading. I sold it already. But you come and you click on sell, then you will see a word market price. You will see market price. You click on market price and you confirm. But you make sure you always sell in profit. You always sell in profit. You always sell in profit, because if you do it when you are in floating loss, you will lose all the money. Mm. Future is for hand-hearted traders, risk takers. That word initial buying price. I don't have it. Seriously. This word is here. When you have not gone to strategy setting, when you have not yet gone to trade settings, the word is here. Here. Initial buying price. The word is there. Unless if you are under futures. We are talking about spot. In futures, you may not see it. But I know in sport, today I'm talking about sport. I don't want people to confuse themselves. I'm talking about sport trading, not futures. Each coin has that word there, initial buying price. It is there. So maybe you are under, how do I get that initial buying price? The initial buying price, it is given in the signal, the spot signals. Spot signals are here. The word initial buying price, it is the same word as preset. It is the same word as preset. Preset, this is the signal of spot. So when you see this word preset price, or you see the word preset means, it means initial buying price. The word preset means initial buying price. So what you need is to get this price. Godochirawa, don't you see that this price here given in the signal? It is the same price that I have entered here. So that's what it means. That's what it means. So that is it. Hmm? In case I don't have a signal and I want to trade a coin, how do I get the preset? Wait for the signals if you don't know how to get your own signals. Wait for signals if you don't know how to get your own signals. Already the coin is running. Eh? This one is talking about a running coin. Then how do you expect to see initial buying price in a running coin? Try another coin which is not running. Already the coin we are talking about, it is trading. In a trading coin, you will not see that. It is trading already. That's what I'm seeing here. It is already in the market. Mhm. What happens when you don't take anything? It will not accept. Eh, Roku will not accept. There is no place which is supposed to be empty when you are setting. At least you need to put something. Roku will not accept. Roku will not accept. Roku will not accept. What about someone using $600? Huh. Why don't you leave me and I talk about $100? Me, I don't want to confuse my students. You see, even $100, people are getting confused. Now, what about $600? $600, you are going to use 15% of it. That is 0.15 times um times 600. That is 0.15 times 600 as your initial first buying amount. Let me calculate 0.15 times 16, 600. Here it gives you $90. $90 will become your initial first buying amount. $90 will be your initial first buying amount. So what is the remaining balance for margin calls? The remaining balance is 600 minus $90. It is easy to calculate, just understanding. $600 minus $90 and you remain with 510. Divide this by $10. $10 will become your first, you will become your second first buying amount. So 510 divide it by 10, it gives you 51 margin calls. It gives you 51 margin calls. So you will trade with 51 margin calls using $10 as your second first buying amount and using $90 as your initial first buying amount. So when you go to multiple buying ratio, use one time, then under margin call drop, use 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0.5 throughout. You do it as I have done it. Okay, you said we should use this strategy when the market is good. How do I see the market is good? You go and check your royal queue and you see the performance of the market. When you see more green color, in your royal queue, it means the market is good. When you see more red color, when you see all of the coin is in red, that means the market is bleeding, it is down. Me, I've given you just a simple understanding. I don't need to go even in the trading view. What there is a time you look at the market when the market is all is in red. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Please, today's recorded version they have sent to you the YouTube channel. YouTube channel is being sent to you. What if you put 0 on take a profit callback? When you put zero, it means you are getting exactly 3%. Exactly 3% when you put 0. But 0 is not recommended. Why? Because if the coin you are trading has the ability to give you more than 3% take a profit, the robot will give you exactly 3%. For example, when I say that if the market goes up by 3% and it comes back a little bit by 0.01, If the market does not come down here to 0.01, then it continues to go up by 5%. It continues to go up by 5%. When it reaches 5%, then it retraces, it touches this line of 0.01. The robot will sell at 5%. The robot will sell at 5%. Ignoring 3% means that the robot will give you more profit. But if you come and you put 0%, it means that even when this coin has the ability to give you a profit more than 3%, the robot will give you exactly 3%. That's why we don't recommend 0. 0 is limiting your profit. Okay. How do I determine? Okay, someone is asking me how do they determine? Now I'm going to give you a simple criteria that you are going to use. From $100 up to $400, you are going to use 5 as your second first buying amount. You will use 5 as your second first buying amount. From $100 to $400, you will use $5 as your second first buying amount. Now, from $500 and above, you are going to use $10 as your second first buying amount. I think that is solved. So from $100 to $400, you are going to use $5 as your second first buying amount. Then from 500 and above, you are going to use $10 as your first buy, as your second first buying amount. So that is solved. See, which I already see futures signals only in the groups. Seems we spot traders we ignored completely. No, you come late, maybe come at 8 a.m. East African Standard Time. 8 a.m. East African Standard Time. That's when we send signals for spot. 8 a.m. East African Standard Time. That's when we send signals for spot. We make sure that we mix them for a better service. But if you come late, you always see that. And then I'll also advise you to learn more of getting your own signals, because trainings are there. You can learn how to develop your own signals. You trade at any time that you feel like. So someone is asking me, what does floating loss mean? Floating loss, it is a decline. It is a decline in the price that you have bought the asset. For example, if I buy maize, at $10, then it takes me down, then it goes down to $5. It goes down to $5. So here I'm automatically in a floating loss of $5. I'm automatically in a floating loss of $5. But floating loss is not a loss. Why is it not a loss? Because you remain with the quantity. You remain with the quantity of what you have bought. For example, if I buy maize at $10 and they have given me 3 kilos, 3 kilos, 3 kilos. When the price goes down, the 3 kilos will not reduce. The 3 kilos will not reduce. It is the price that has gone down. It is the price of the maize that has gone down. But the quantity that I bought, it will not change. Meaning that if the price goes back up again, I will sell my 3 kilos and make a profit. So that is it. I'll make profit if the market goes up. So floating loss is not a loss. It is just a decline in the average price at which the robot has bought that asset that you are trading. So when the price goes down, the quantity of the coin that you have bought does not change. It doesn't change. Therefore, when the market goes up, then you are going to be able to sell and you make profit, because the quantity does not sell, does not change. The sports trading also have a time frame. Yes, it has a time frame. Don't trade those signals in 5 minutes. Someone is asking how much capital, how much profit can I get if I have 100 USDT as my capital. The money made, I'm going to repeat the statement. The money made does not depend on your capital. This thing, very many people are confused. Profits made depend on how much money the robot has invested in the coin. How much money that has gone in the coin. You may be using $100 as your capital, and the robot invests $70 in the coin. And the robot invests $70 in the what? In the coin, depending on how you have set your strategy. You get it? You'll make profit depending on the $70. For example, if you have invested all your $100 in a coin, it means that you are going to get 3% of $100. What is 3%? 3% is 0.03 times your $100. 0.03 times your $100. Let us calculate it here. 3%. 3% is 3 divided by 100, which is 0.03. 0.03 times $100. So your $100 can give you $3 when you are trading spot. Can give you $3 profit. When you have invested it all in the coin, but remember I told you, money made depends on how much that you have put or you have invested in the coin. Now, there is a principle in trading. Trading